This is the North Africa Journal, and thank you for downloading this podcast. For more podcasts, information, and user rules, please visit north-africa.com/podcast.
Hello, this is Areski Daoud of the North Africa Journal, and today is Friday, January the 14th, 2011. Needless to say, events in Tunisia continue to escalate with the collapse of the Ben Ali presidency. After 23 years in power, Ben Ali left Tunisia today unexpectedly and secretly toward an unknown destination. Prime Minister Ghannouchi took over the Carthage Palace as interim head of state, and the streets of Tunis remain under curfew as a security sweep is underway, with the police and the military working to restore order. Sources in Tunisia say shadowy organizations have been active creating trouble and are currently being chased by the military and the police. Joining me from Tunis is a correspondent and observer who we would like to keep anonymous and who graciously accepted to share her views live about these events as they are moving rapidly by the minute. So tell me, what's happening today in Tunisia? What is the mood? What is the people's mood? But also, are people scared a little bit?
A lot, not a little bit.
I see.
People are scared a lot because when you count those who moved and those who stayed at home were much more important. That's clear. But we did it, and now that it is done, even those who did it, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
Because we don't have democratic institutions.
Mm.
You know what the Constitution say? In case of vacancy, the president of Congress, I don't know what's the equivalent, la Chambre des députés.
Yeah, the head of the parliament.
The head of the parliament takes temporarily and organizes elections. But this is practical and good and feasible in a democratic country. It's not our case.
That's right. So it's very much new.
You see, so it cannot work, in fact, because who is going to present himself and on which base?
Yes.
You know, because it's not a political movement who did this. It is the people by themselves, spontaneously, totally spontaneously. It is not Islamist, it is not communist, it is not the workers, it is nobody. It is the Tunisian people who decided they want to be citizens.
So you know what this means? It means that
there's no leadership to all this.
So what it means that the Tunisian people and Tunisia in general will create its own political system and own political model. So it's going to be tough, but you know what? I think it's coming from the people, so that would be very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It is very interesting. The problem, there is no leadership to all this. Who's going to take the leadership of this movement and how?
So
you see what I mean? So now we have a baby is born, but he is between life and death. How it's going to work, I don't know. At the level of the government, they did not apply the Constitution because the Constitution, they know it's not going to work. So finally, they find a way to get out of it, and it's the prime minister, and he said that he is there temporarily because Ben Ali is absent temporarily, and they are building on a lie. Ben Ali is not absent temporarily. We kicked him out. This they don't recognize. We kicked him out.
That's right. Well, I sort of understand their position. It's just a way for them to temporize, or I'm not sure what the right word is, to wait a little bit and find Plan B, which I'm not sure what Plan B is for them, but.
Yes, probably they are temporizing. It's okay, but you must be very vigilant, we as Tunisian, because if they begin with a lie and if they curfew for a long time, we're going to go for a new dictatorship.
That's right.
So we took our liberty. We must keep it. We must keep our freedom of expression, so we can say we're not happy with this and we're happy with this, and they must listen to us. Now, it was very funny because the new president was on TV, and the journalist is not used to him as a president. She's calling him Mr. Ghannouchi. Si Mohammed
That is
Ghannouchi.
really funny. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
And they are not used to debate. They are not used to speak to people. They are not used to go to television. So the television, c'est la foire. It's fear. It's like a circus.
Do you trust Ghannouchi to do the right things, or?
I do trust him. I do trust him because he is the one who built what has been built. It's not Ben Ali. It's Ghannouchi who built it. It's him. He's there since 15 years, and all what is positive and has been done, he did it. And at least he has the credibility. At least he has the credibility of his function as prime minister. People know him from the whole government. He is the most known. He is the prime minister. But it's this week that we saw him speaking on television for the first time. We never heard him.
Which is ironic. He's the top executive.
Yeah, we are discovering him.
Well, hopefully, he doesn't necessarily become the next Ben Ali.
I think no one will become another Ben Ali if the Tunisian keep their right. Now that we took our rights, we have to keep them. You see what I mean? So they will never forget that Ben Ali was kicked out by the people. Yeah. Whoever the next president will come or will be installed, he will remember what happened for 14th of January.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
I was there. I was there. I saw it with my eyes. I lived it. I believed in it. I knew he wouldn't stay until tomorrow. I knew it.
Very interesting. So, be, if you could, our eyes and ears. What's the mood in the streets? I suppose right now it's the curfew, so you can't really go out.
There's curfew, but there's a lot of criminals outside. They have ils ont brûlé. They put fire on prisons, and all the prisoners are out. All the criminals are out. They're going to houses, to shops, whatever. They're breaking, they're stealing, and the police is not able to stop all this. It's everywhere.
Isn't the military though on the streets? The military sort of guard? No.
No one is out to go and see.
I see.
We cannot go out to see, so we don't know what's going out. It's on Facebook that we know that people are calling for help. I live in Gamat. I have 20 in my garden. Please send me help. My neighbors, can they come to help me? I'm alone in my house. We are seeing this on Facebook.
No, that's right. There is a little bit of chaotic feeling, but we're hearing that the military.
I think it's normal. I think it's normal. And I think that what is happening as firing or killing or whatever, it's really very, very. C'est un minimum par rapport à l'importance.
That's right. It's nothing compared to the scope of this event. Now, tell me, I'm very curious to hear your views about the people that have been around Ben Ali for so many years, the so-called les familles, if you will. What's les familles riches, les familles qui pas riches, les familles qui ont le pouvoir, quoi. Apart from the Ben Ali, what do you think is going to happen to these people?
I don't know.
It's a big. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know. I think that some will try to leave the country, most probably, and a big part of the family are already arrested. You know that we have a pilot that refused to take off, and the family was arrested.
That's pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah, and the pilot is a great man. He refused to take off, and so Sakhr al-Matri is arrested, and a big part of the Trabelsi are arrested. But they are not the only ones. I don't know what will happen with the other. How the government take the decision to judge them? I don't know what's going to happen.
So what you're saying is that the Trabelsis, all the names that you mentioned, have actually been arrested? Why would they be arrested?
Yes, in the airport.
But they have
the pilot.
Oh, I see.
The pilot refused to take off the plane, and the military arrested them.
That is pretty aggressive.
Yes, very aggressive. They are arrested
God,
now.
That's actually, wow.
You know, when people were out today, they were saying no to this family very particularly. It was for this family. In particular, not Ben Ali's family, his wife's family in particular.
Yes, I hear a lot of grievances against them particularly, and I'm just surprised that it has been so quickly for the authorities, the military, the people, the police, to arrest them. What is the legal process when you have police showing up and arresting like the first lady's family or some of the people in power? I mean, how does that work?
You know, we are an underdeveloped country politically, even at the level of justice, we are undeveloped. They don't respect laws, you know. It's not a problem, laws for them. When it's at a high level for the president or the constitution or in passation de pouvoir, okay. But when it is at the level of the president's family, they don't care. They don't have any legitimacy, so they don't care. We are not a rule of law. It's not a rule of law over here. You know it. When the president himself leaves, it's normal. They are not anymore the president's family. He became not even a simple citizen. C'est quelqu'un qui s'enfuit. C'est un cas en état de fuite, quoi.
I understand that. I think where I don't understand is really there's somebody in the new government that or the temporary government that's making decisions to arrest people, and so the question is, you know, are the loyal people of Ben Ali in the police, in the military, in the Ministère de l'Intérieur, and so on and so forth, actually turning against him?
I think so. I don't think he has any more loyal people for him. No, he doesn't have it. I didn't know how he used to comment il les tenait, mais I don't think he has loyal people around him. No, I don't think. He is not Bourguiba. He is not Bourguiba, you know. And even Bourguiba didn't have a lot of loyal people around him when he fell. So Ben Ali, he has zero around him.
Well, you know, when I heard the news earlier, I just could not believe it. So.
This was the North Africa Journal podcast. Thank you for listening.